set, off now. Near the inside, He's Perfectly Ideal got the best of the start. Slowly away was Bill's Mate when the starter said go, and He's Perfectly Ideal bounced out to lead Squiraki by a length. It's immediately dropped onto the pegs for its trail. Then came on the outside of those runners, No Risk, No Return, and around the outside was Behind the Bush Barry. In that group of horses as they make their way down the side of the track now was What's Your Poison. Further back in the field then as they come into the straight, getting back in the field now is Head and Shoulders, and Bill's Mate is back at the tail of the field, and back on the pegs is What's the Drum, about second last. They're down the home straight, and the leader is He's Perfectly Ideal. In second spot, What's Your Poison, working hard out three deep as Behind the Bush Barry. It's now easing back. In the meantime, Squiraki holds the leader's trail. They were followed by No Risk, No Return, and then came on the inside, Watch the Drum, three markers, Bill's Mate. Second to last, now third last on the outside was Head and Shoulders, and dropping back to the tail of the field is Behind the Bush Barry. Lead time 41, and it's pretty much a walk in the park for He's Perfectly Ideal. It leads the way by a neat length. In second spot on the outside is What's Your Poison, and taking off now Head and Shoulders. It comes into the race on the outside looking to park. Next on the inside, Squiraki, No Risk, No Return on the yellow jacket, followed then by What's the Drum. Well back is Behind the Bush Barry together with Bill's Mate, and they're the last pair. 32.4 was the first quarter of the last mile, so the favourites go 1-2 coming for the bell, where the leader on the inside is He's Perfectly Ideal. Leads the way by a half length on Head and Shoulders second. Third locked away Squiraki. One by one is What's Your Poison. They were being followed next of all as they come down the straight by What's the Drum, No Risk, No Return. Last pair, Behind the Bush Barry and the grey Bill's Mate. They greet the judge around to go. 31-1 second quarter. 63.5 the half. It's He's Perfectly Ideal, a half in front of Head and Shoulders second. Third the inside, Squiraki, followed by What's Your Poison. It's had the 1-1 trail for the last lap. Next on the inside, What's the Drum, followed by No Risk, No Return. Bill's Mate and a length away Behind the Bush Barry, but he's driving a confident race here on the favourite. Chris Geary, He's Perfectly Ideal. It leads the way by about a length. Second put under pressure was Head and Shoulders. Squiraki travels strongly behind the leader, and then came further back in the field What's Your Poison, and the others are headed by What's the Drum, No Risk, No Return, but nearing the home bend, and he says go on, He's Perfectly Ideal. Third quarter 29.5, and it straightens up 2 lengths clear now on Squiraki. On the outside next is Head and Shoulders, and they were clear then of What's Your Poison, peeling to the outside, but it's He's Perfectly Ideal, well clear of the pack. 3 in front, in absolutely no danger, and He's Perfectly Ideal will beat Head and Shoulders. Squiraki stayed on for third, and fourth was What's Your Poison. That quartet got 3 or 4 in front of What's the Drum, Bill's Mate, Behind the Bush Barry, No Risk, No Return last.